What is going on, everyone? We are back for another edition of the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends. My name is Scott Switzer. I'm your host. I'm the Clydesdale. We love to do fitness, and these are my friends. What's going on, guys?
Hi, friends.
Hi.
I feel like I'm in a cave.
What's that, Charlie?
I feel like I'm in a cave with this lighting in here.
You look like you're in a
professional,
basement.
You look like you're in a cave.
I'm a professional.
Did they move you to the basement with your red line stapler?
Yep. It's my
Okay.
stapler.
Just don't burn that place down.
Is that your lunchbox in the background there, Charlie? What do you got? What do you got? Is there like a lacrosse ball and a fit aid in there?
That's an apple. Yep, it's an apple.
Should we
Apple
do
a day
a
keeps-
what's in Charlie's lunch bag episode reveal? Let's see.
Oh.
Yeah. Come on.
We got an apple because that keeps COVID away. And then that's it. Oh no, I got chicken. Breast.
Chicken? Solid.
That's it.
Breast. We should talk about this question. If you were preparing for a competition this weekend, what's the best way to prepare for it?
I have the perfect combination of things. So a pint of Ben and Jerry's the night before guarantees
Okay.
a PR the next day.
Okay.
Uncrustable for breakfast, and peach circles, those little sugary peach things.
Yeah, like dried.
Yeah, but with like sugar on
that.
top, like sugar on
Oh.
them. Peach rings. That's
I
it.
heard of such thing.
Yeah,
Well,
no
what
real
was your-
peaches in it. It's just that gelatin candy.
Correct. Peach
Yeah.
flavored.
Okay. And can we review, like, what would your training be like that week prior? Like, what would you be prepping the movements, or what would you do? Scott?
Well, I wouldn't want to waste any of my movements during the week. I want to
Sure.
save them all up for the competition day. So, like, I'd probably play basketball.
Would you? Maybe a game
Yeah.
of horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, when I'm going to agree with you, because when you're confident in your abilities, what's the week before going to do for you? You are what you are at this point.
Yeah.
Right. You're not getting any more fitness that week. I agree. I agree with you,
Oh,
Charlie.
I do agree with that statement for sure. I do.
What you could do is hurt your back and then not be able to compete at all.
You're right. Uh-huh.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
You,
mhm.
yeah, and
Sometimes
I've
It
heard
would
of
also
athletes
help.
that hurt their back the week of the competition and then try to muscle through that day of competition.
Sometimes.
yeah, I have done that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise it. It also helped to know what the actual movements are, which is very bizarre that no one seems to know what's going on. It's
It
weird.
seems like your teammates know some, because they were doing, just a little light walkthrough today.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
They are scaled, supposed to be scaled,
Yeah.
but have not been told to scale.
You're right.
So you're practicing movements for RX, but they may not be your movements. So what are you really practicing?
Well, really, I think the movements are going to be those. I just think they'll scale the weights, likely.
It's kind of like wearing ankle weights when you're in track practice, You run your
Yeah.
400 with
Or-
ankle weights, and then you go and you sprint it game day, and you're good to go.
I think what's really happening is that Amy does not want me to spray her with the champagne when she's on the step below us.
Below you.
It could happen. It could
That's
happen
it.
this Saturday.
That's funny. More importantly, what flavor ice cream will you be having the night before? That's all I want to know.
It won't be the night before. I'll have it the night after, and it will be chocolate chip cookie dough with
Nice.
vanilla ice cream.
I definitely will not be, because I got this thing called lactose intolerance.
That's a
Probably
shame.
would not work well for game day.
Wait,
a
though,
shame.
I'm going to add this into that, Charlie. This is one thing I heard. I heard, and your wife is also lactose intolerant, correct?
Allegedly.
And then one of the things that was at your wedding was a cheesecake table, right?
That's facts.
Okay. just wanted to follow up on that. Okay.
Because it's cheesecake and it's delicious.
Right?
Sometimes
Makes
Very
for
we
rare.
a
do things.
really awesome honeymoon night.
Listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Speaking of,
You know,
so we went out
know what you're getting into.
we went out to dinner last night, and they had there's this place called Chuck Loggers. I don't know if you guys have those around you. It's probably a chain, but they have like cheese curds and like pretzels and like the Midwestern type cuisine that we were accustomed to at the games. And Chris ordered a pretzel and it had beer cheese, so I couldn't wait to try some. And literally within 5 minutes of me having that one piece of pretzel and beer cheese, I had the worst indigestion of my life and could like barely continue on with the meal. I was so disappointed. It sucked. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but the beer cheese did me wrong in Delaware. Was not fun.
Well, speaking of food, we just got our new stove delivered.
Oh,
And so we have been cooking on a stove that the burners have been slowly dying on. And the one burner that kind of worked would like work and then not work and then work and then not work. And then the oven kind of warmed the food, but not really cooked it. So for the last 10 days, we have been babying this till the stove arrived. And so I am so stoked. They literally left 2 minutes before I got on the podcast. I'm actually going to be able to cook lunch on burners that work and not have to baby it through.
that is a true sign of being in your 40s and 50s, is getting excited about new kitchen appliances.
Yep. Hey,
Didn't get the
Scott.
one with the air fryer inside of it.
We did.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yep. Full size oven, air fryer,
Wow, that's exciting.
and convection oven, and regular
Ooh.
oven.
you got to
Look
get
at
used
this.
to
Love it.
cooking on
Mac
that.
Daddy and Daddy Mac.
I say so.
Amy,
Yeah,
what were you
On the
gonna
meal
say?
prep.
I wanted to revisit with Scott. I don't know if he feels like talking about it, but the last time we talked, you said that you had a confession and I was going to follow up with you on that. How's that going?
So I talked to my coach,
Yeah.
and we're not weighing this week.
Okay. Okay.
We are creating new goals for me to get my head focused in that direction as
Okay.
opposed to the weight on the scale. So the first challenge is max rep push-ups in 2 minutes. And I tested on Sunday and I got 20. Now in my prime, like I would get like 35-ish. I think I did in the team series a few years back. But I was really happy because I have not really done RX push-ups with my thighs and chest hitting the floor on every rep until
Was-
Sunday.
I see what you did
those
there.
were Amy approved
Yep.
push-ups?
They would have been Amy approved push-ups.
Awesome.
Essentially, they were hand release push-ups, so everything
Yeah.
was on the floor.
Mhm.
But yeah, I knew that would approve, and so yeah, full extension at the top, and cranked out 11 really fast, and was really excited. And then the wheels came off pretty quick after that.
They go fast.
Yeah.
They go fast.
Yes, they do.
So I am signing up for the Charlie Odie Get Jacked Fast program and the prison push-up
Prison
challenge.
pump. Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm on day one
Yeah,
for
buddy.
the third time.
That's how these things work.
Yep.
Don't worry about day 5. They just do that
Repeat.
for options.
Yeah.
They just
Say
said if
birthday.
you get bored. Charlie just must never get bored.
Never.
So, but I think it is working. I just feel like I'm in a better headspace. I've been much happier the last couple of days. Yeah, everything's going great. I'm super stoked with all the biofeedback I'm getting. And so I'm good with that.
Good.
I do want to say, for those who don't know, my car got broken into over the weekend. And one of the things they took was my RX Smart Gear jump rope.
Mm.
It's true.
So they took $1.15 that I have in my car for Aldi to be able to get a shopping cart. They took my Tony Stark sunglasses, and they took my jump rope. That was it.
So odd.
And so
At
it's a
your
good
house?
thing. It's a good
Sounds
thing
like
that
an
we have
inside
a
job.
code. That we have a code, Clydesdale 15, all caps, so I can order a replacement jump rope and get 15% off my jump rope at checkout. As long as I don't get one of those new releases or special editions, I'm good to go.
Good to go.
And I can get an old classic RX Mercury jump rope, and I can pick the color, size, cool handles, all
However
that
you want.
stuff. Yep.
It's a
Speaking
great chance
of
to get a
new
new
releases, let's chat about the box for a second.
Yeah.
The very cool inflatable soft cornered box that Dave Newman has sort of invented.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a game
super
changer.
cool. Yeah. So it's inflatable, it's collapsible. It comes with some kind of a pump that you can pump it up. You can make it like 12 inches, 20 inches, 24 inches, I think all the way up to some number, don't quote me, maybe 30.
The set comes up to 24, but it actually has lower increments. So it has like a 4-inch,
Very cool.
an 8-inch, 6-inch. So it has way more increments in the middle than just your 12.
So perfect for your home gym. So you don't have to have 18 different boxes stored, around the perimeter of your room. You can basically just have one and use it whenever you need to. I think it's a great idea. He's just so innovative. The products that he comes up with are awesome. So it's a little bit of an investment, but I think well worth it for somebody who's trying to save some space and trying to save your shins. I know like we all want to do. And there's anchors that come with it too. So he's done some videos on Instagram where it's been very tall and you can put weighted anchors on it so that it's super stable. Because I know people complain a lot about the fact that some of those foam boxes aren't very stable. And I think it's only like 23 pounds, 27 pounds or something like that,
Yeah.
which is super light.
And it has a
in
bag
comparison.
it goes into when it's deflated, and it fits into like a standard locker.
Yeah, very cool. I love the stuff that they're doing over there. You won't get the discount on it, but it's a great new release.
Yeah, right now they actually have it at a discounted price for the initial sale. So you have to check that out. But I think it's a game changer. And if I can save up my money, I will have one of those in my garage, because it'll make it safer to get back into jumping on a box.
Yeah, and good for your joints.
Yeah.
But it actually sounds solid. Like, unless they added that sound effect when people were landing on the top, it sounded like you're landing on something solid.
Yes.
Which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because so cool. Anything else going on this week, guys?
Amy, how you doing without the schmoopy?
Well, okay, it was all right because I went away for the weekend. So I was really busy with friends. And then I came home and dinner felt weird Sunday night. And then I'm not going to lie, last night I had some tears at bedtime because I was missing him. But today's the first day of class. Huh?
Do you talk to him?
Yeah.
Text?
He FaceTimed me to tell me, he said, I thought you just want to know what I'm up to since now I'm at college. I said, yes, I do. Tell me all the things.
That's so cool.
He's supposed to take a picture today. We'll see if he remembers.
When does he start classes?
Today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Corey started yesterday.
I love it. Braden moves in Friday.
Okay.
Starts classes the following Tuesday, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday. He's given me extra hugs the last few days while he's been at the house, because I think he knows. He said goodbye to some friends this weekend that he's not going to see again for a while. And, I reminded him that his friends can go visit him at school. Like, it's not like he's in jail.
Yeah.
He's just living in a different place. He has a car, he's 18 years old. Like, he can do what he wants. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Friday, I'm bracing myself. Friday, 3:00. Pray for me.
Yeah, definitely will.
It's gonna be tough. So do we want to talk CrossFit news at all? We're gonna
we can throw a little bit in.
throw a little bit in. We're gonna talk about some athletes popping for banned substances. So we've got, unfortunately, it sounds like in the masters division in the age groups, they tested top 5, is what we're hearing from a secondary source. And so far, Stephanie Wa, who was fourth in her age group, and Nick Block, who was fifth in his age group, have tested positive for a banned substance. They have reported it themselves on their Instagram pages. So they have not disclosed what the substance is for either of them. And they have both stated that they are appealing the decision. So for people that don't know, you have this appeal process through CrossFit, and I'm pretty sure CrossFit doesn't put anything out until that appeals process has been completed. So it will be at that time, perhaps, that CrossFit will divulge the name of the substance, what it is and all that. So, we've talked about some of the team members popping before the games and those getting backfilled and whatnot. And now we're getting to tests that have happened sort of at the game. So are there more to come? Don't know. If other people are appealing and they choose not to go public with it, there could be a handful of other people that are also, in the same situation and just haven't come out publicly yet. So more to come on that, but it just sort of, begs the question of, do we have a problem with tainted samples or do we not? Do we have a problem with tainted supplements or not? And I don't know, because, both of these people obviously are saying that they didn't intend to cheat. And while they're responsible for everything that went into their bodies, they had no idea that whatever the substance is was in their stuff. And, I assume they're going to go down the route of trying to test samples or trying to sample their supplements to see if these banned substances are in their supplements.
Yeah, I think our plan is to do a longer conversation on this if and when CrossFit releases the full list after the appeal process, so that we know what was in the sample. And that way we can give a better idea as to you whether that tainted sample thing is a true possibility or just an excuse, because as we move down, like, that just is the common go-to excuse for a lot of athletes. And there are some things that could be found in that supplement, and there are other things that probably aren't. And we'll kind of explain that as we talked to a colleague from another podcast last night about some of these things, to try to get some more information.
Yeah, so more to come. Love to hear your opinions and comments about, what's happening so far and just what your thoughts are on that. It's a strange situation. I know Charlie just wants to know what it is so he can buy it and start taking it too. So
exactly. Well, yeah, buy it for somebody else.
Right.
Have an interaction.
I know every time we have a group chat,
friend.
Charlie's like, what was it? Where can I get it? How much is it?
And how long does it take to start working?
Right.
Maybe by Saturday you'll be.
Maybe by Saturday. I take it today.
Oh, that's great.
All right. Well, do you want to get to our questions?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Amy, you got the first question.
Okay, here we go. So, if you could meet any celebrity, could be dead or alive, out for coffee at a coffee shop, who would it be? And you can add your why if you'd like.
Can the celebrity be a sports person?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Kat, you go.
Picking me first, huh?
Yeah.
Celebrity. See, celebrity is tough for me because celebrities in my mind are not necessarily mainstream celebrities to.
Okay, person of interest. What I was trying to
Yeah,
say.
yeah,
is like,
no. Yeah.
not necessarily a
just saying.
family member.
Can you tell I haven't thought of one yet? So I'm sort of like stalling a little
Okay.
bit to think in my
I'll
mind
start, and while you
what that
can
might
think
be.
of
Okay.
it, okay?
Dead or alive?
I'm gonna go Fred Rogers.
I was gonna say.
I mean,
I
I could
should have
pick
known.
a different celebrity, but that's who would be the most influential person that I could sit down and talk with, and just really pick his brain and listen. And I know I would feel better after that conversation because he would really listen to me.
Because everyone is really important.
That's right. And he likes me just the way I am.
Yes.
All right, Scott, you're up.
So mine would be Walter Payton.
Okay.
And a brief story is when I was when I was in high school, and I probably, looking back now, when I was suffering my first bout of depression, was my senior year in high school. My football team was 0-10. I was in a real funk. I didn't really have a place. All my friends were like older usually. So like that was the year like I was kind of alone. And my mom sent Walter Payton a letter telling him all this stuff. And he wrote me back.
Your pen pals.
And he did that in an autograph picture and in a letter. And he was always my hero. Like that was my hero growing up. I always thought he was the greatest of everything. So I'd love to sit down. I'd love to ask him how he had time for a kid like me. Like what was in his thought process that he felt the need to write that back. And so, yeah, that's who I want to have coffee with.
Love it.
Well, I didn't know it was people who were not alive also, but
Okay.
my first thought was Mark Wahlberg, because why not?
Oh, you do have a crush on him.
Don't you stay out of my personal affairs. But that being said, I would say Muhammad Ali.
That's a good one.
Yeah. For obvious reasons.
For obvious reasons.
So Amy, I'm surprised you didn't say Con Porter.
I know, but
She already met him.
this one is definitely this is I went deep mentorship.
I gotcha. All
I
right.
could still make
mates.
Con Porter happen.
As a mate.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Robin Williams.
Ooh, good.
I grew up watching Mork and Mindy, and I think he's, had an amazing comedic mind. And there's obviously more to him than just what we saw on screen. And I would love to pick his brain a little bit. So yeah, Robin Williams.
I would love to be in that coffee shop with the four people we just mentioned.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm jealous of all of yours. I think those are all great.
Very cool.
So question number 2 is less kind of brainy, but what would your perfect weekend be? Anybody ready to go?
I am.
Amy?
Mine would be out in the woods at a cabin with beautiful scenery, and it would be like 73 degrees out and sunny, and my family and Murph would be there, and we would be out hiking, and it would just be us, the 4 of us and the dog, and then just hiking, having a fire, playing games, and probably drinking some wine, and that would be my perfect weekend.
So I'm gonna piggyback on Amy, because my perfect like personal weekend would be very similar to that. It would have to be by a lake where I could hear the waves crash on the shore. But with my friends and family, so that we could play games and have good food and drink and fire and all that kind of stuff too, and even hike. But yeah, and then professionally, I was thinking about this. My perfect weekend was the West Coast Classic. Like professionally, that was about as good as it gets. And if I could have another weekend like that professionally, I would be in heaven.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm not sure about the waves on a lake, but we'll have to check on that.
Well, Lake
It happens
Erie
at Lake
definitely
Erie.
has waves.
Yeah, I guess big lakes. I'm thinking like the Poconos lakes, and I'm like, there's not really.
Yeah. See, we're in
crashing
Ohio.
of
We have the
waves.
Great Lakes.
Yes. Mine's gonna be beach. So I'm doing beach weekend with the family. We need to have a nice, I'm gonna get it wrong, either onshore or offshore breeze, whichever one brings cool, non-buggy wind to you, so that you can sort of sit on the beach all day and not feel hot. And then there has to be a pool, because you can't be all sandy and go back to your place. But yeah, that barbecue, good food, the dogs on the beach, that would be killer. That would be a great weekend.
Charlie?
Well, I'm going to say like a Turks and Caicos-ish, French Polynesian, one of those houses that you can see the water underneath. Probably like 2012, Jessica Biel is there. There's lobster tail, crab, maybe some Terramana tequila. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good.
Very specific. I like it.
Maybe 2005 Angelina Jolie. We could go either way. It's fine.
So a flux capacitor, to go back in time whenever you needed to whatever era.
Whatever.
Yeah. I love that your girls
Perfect.
have dates to them. That's great.
Perfect. Listen, you got to get one on before she was crazy.
Yeah. Gotcha. That is
All
cool.
right. Well, this is the time in the show when we normally tell you who's going to be on our show next, but I don't really know.
Me, I'm going to be on the show next.
We have a lot of good possibilities coming up in the next few days. I have a pretty good idea who Monday is going to be, but I don't want to commit to that till we have it in stone. So, yeah, you have to wait and see. Check Instagram and see what's happening Monday morning.
Love it.
And with that, did you guys have anything good on the internet?
Well, you go.
I was just going to give a plug to Masters Fitness Collective. So on their Instagram page, they are releasing workouts. So workouts are coming out. There's 8 of them for the weekend. And I have my first Zoom call with the athletes in 30 minutes. So wish me luck. But that's a good internet thing. Check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just was going to say I'm enjoying watching all the milk crate challenges.
Oh,
Especially on Snoop is obsessed with it, and Snoop keeps going live and posting all kinds of stuff on Instagram about it.
Did you guys see the Daniel Brandon handstand walk off
Yeah.
the milk cart? Yeah.
The trailer for Spider-Man came out. Fantastic.
It
Can't
is.
wait.
Yeah. Next level. So stoked for that. And on that Marvel front, I finished Falcon and Winter Soldier finally. And that is epic. That is as good as the movies. Yeah. And, from a social political sense, having a Black Captain America is pretty freaking awesome. I guess I should have said
Yes.
spoiler alert before that.
What's been
But-
out for months.
Yeah, I'm just slow to the game. And so I started Loki last night, and we'll hopefully get through that pretty soon. But yeah, that Spider-Man trailer, it looks so good.
Then you got to watch What If after Loki.
Okay. All right. I'll check that one out.
Oh, I binge watched Never Have I Ever on Netflix this weekend.
I played that this weekend, but I didn't.
It's really cute. So
Never heard this.
Mindy Kaling from The Office,
Yeah.
the young Indian. She's written a couple books. She's the executive director, executive producer of this show, and it's about this teenage Indian girl in high school, and basically just, she's trying to she falls in love with the really popular guy at school, and there's just all these things. There's 2 seasons of it. It's really cute,
Okay.
and it's
I'll watch it.
narrated by John McEnroe.
The tennis
It's
player?
very strange. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun.
Well, with that, thank you, RX Smart Gear, for being our title sponsor. We are coming up on 1 year with RX Smart Gear. They started as our title sponsor September 1st of 2020, and we are just about there. So huge shout out to Dave Newman and Susan Newman and all their support over the last year. We love them to death. And hey, they gave us a code, and that code is Clydesdale15, all caps. Get 15% off your order at checkout. That does exclude new releases and special editions, like that awesome new jump box. But check that out.
And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because every time we hit 100 new followers, we give away a jump rope.
And we have added 45 new subscribers in the last couple weeks.
Cool.
So
We need more.
if you're doing math, that means we're pretty darn close to another century mark,
Nice.
and real close. So if you would get that bumped up a little bit, I think we need about 20, a little over 20
Awesome.
to get there for the next century mark, and we'll give away another RX Mercury jump rope.
Yeah, and it's not just new subscribers that are eligible to win the jump rope. It's anybody. So
so tell your friends.
You subscribe from the beginning. Tell your friends to join. You'll still be in that drawing.
And we still have one more of these, and we're trying to come up with a plan to give this away, and hopefully we'll have more details for you on that next week.
Perfect.
Scott, you are not eligible since you need a rope.
Yeah, I could have just taken this one, but I don't
Right.
because my listeners mean so much to me.
That's right.
And I want them to have it, and I'll just
Yep.
order my own using my discount code.
There you go.
All right. With that, we'll see you next time on the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends.
Bye.
See ya.
You-
Mm.